Hello and welcome to this guide on how to make silage bales with me, Mr. Sim Gamer. So today I'm going to talk you through a few different options, including some really fun big machinery options. First, I'm going to show you the very basics. So you need a tractor and a mower at least. I'm going to show you where to go. So you go to Tools, Mowers, and there are plenty of base game options available to you. There's also the new hay and forage pack. Depending on when you're watching this, it might not be new. There's the hay and forage pack, which is good fun. There's the Vermeer pack. This is a fantastic mower. But there's also some fantastic mods to download. The Kubota equipment pack is great. There's some older equipment. If you don't know how to download mods, go to my video of how to download mods for PlayStation and Xbox. So, once you have your beautiful mowers attached, I'm going to bring up the... Please apologise, sorry about that. I'm going to bring up the help menu so I can walk you through it. Now, the basics are exactly the same on PC, but I'm using a controller and using a PlayStation 5. So top left, you can see me toggling through the different tools with triangle. Now, I've got the front mower selected. If you click L1, you can lower and unfold using X and circle. And then turn on the mower with square. Release L1. Press triangle to get to the back mower. You want to unfold it. You want to lower it. And once it's unfolded and lowered, you can then turn it on. And this particular machine, when you drive, you press R2. You can see it leaves the grass with a wide swath. So we're going to need to bring all of that grass together so that we can bale it up. I've gone through the hedge. There's no collisions here, so I'm just showing you very quickly a row. There we go. So that is option number 1 with the mowers. Okay. Option number 2 is a self-propelling mower. Let's just fold that back in and move this out of the way. So this is a mower that you sit on or ride on. There are plenty again on the mod hub, and there are lots of new ones in the forage and hay pack. But the one I am going to use to show you is actually a base game mower. I'm just going to show it to you now. So you press the D-pad, you go to vehicles this time rather than tools, and you go to mowers. Now, base game, you have these two mowers. You have a handheld push along and this sit-in Krone M450. Really great. This one here is from the hay and forage pack. Again, it is really good. You can go up to 2.2 to 4.2 meters wide. This is a stand-along, so you just push, which is a really exciting change. And then I do have some mods here. This is particularly one of my favourites. It's a swather, self-propelled, so you sit inside. You do need a header for that one. But today I'm going to demonstrate this one for you. I absolutely love this one. Reason is, when you jump on in, it's very simple. You just need to unfold, turn on the engine, of course. You might have automatic turn engine on. I don't, so I can keep mowers, keep engines running whilst I'm out, and I'm going to show you a bit more about that later. So unfold. So you can see I've got quite a wide area here that I'm cutting, which cuts my workload down. I'm going to lower, and I'm going to turn on the mower. Okay. Now the really important part is, can you see top left it says select work mode wide spreading? That is what we do not want. So if you click what you might want it, you might want to windrow, and that's perfectly fine. But if you don't want to windrow, this has the ability to swath for you, bringing it into a nice neat pile. Click and hold R1, press L3 down. This is swath dropping, left swath, right swath, wide spreading. I'll just do swath dropping, which will drop it in the middle of the mower. And then we quite simply just drive forward. And as you can see, the difference here is pulling everything into one clean swath. Now, of course, to get the privilege of this, it does cost you a lot of money. So that is the reason why you do normally start off with a setup like the first option that I have shown you. Just going to move this forward a little bit. And then our next job is to pull this all together. Now, we can't go and pick up loose like this. We can, but that is not what this video is about. This video is about baling. I will do a separate video for you on how to pick up and use a silage clamp. That'll be a separate video. You can pick up loose grass. It's a different method. This is what I love about grass work. You can do whatever you like. Now, sticking to the Krone theme, this is what a windrower looks like. Looks crazy, right? But to buy one, you go to Tools, and then you go down to Windrowers. It's a separate section on its own. Quite a few different base game level options for you. Now, the most important thing that I always find to look for is make sure that you can A, pull the piece of equipment, and B, the width. So this is 20 miles an hour and 2.5 meters wide. So if you have a really old tractor, this will work for you. Going up a little bit, 35 miles an hour and horsepower, and 3.4 meters wide. The one I'm using here needs 90 horsepower and is 9.7 meters wide, so it's pretty substantial in its difference. And there are plenty of different options. This is the one in the hay and forage pack. This is also in the hay and forage pack and needs to be attached to a particular bit of kit. But there is so many different options for you. Look at this. Beautiful model. So I encourage you to go and have a look at all the different options and all the different packs, but what I'm using here is in the base game. So you unfold, so I'm just going to line myself up a little bit better than this. Now this is PTO powered, so we are going to want to need to turn it on. So we lower, switch it on, and it will start to move down, and this is going to swath it all the way to the right. Can you see that collection point on the right? So I'm just going to put it there so we can quite simply get a swath on the right hand side. Some swath to the middle, some swath to the left. This one is a right swather. All depends on how you like to drive. Now this I prefer to swath into the middle. Ones like this are really useful if you're going around the outside of a field and you just need to pull some just slightly out of your boundary. So that is step number 2. Step number 3 is the baling, which is the fun part. Well, actually all of it's fun, to be fair. So how do we bale? There's quite a few different options, and I'm going to show you 4 different options in fact. I'm going to show you the classic baler with a separate foil wrapper. I'm going to show you a Uni-wrapper. I'm going to show you this self-propelled baler by Vermeer. This is part of the Vermeer pack. And then I'm going to show you the Goweil, which is part of the Goweil pack. And this, very cleverly, you have to take your loose products, your loose grass, and it will make the bales all for you. It's a static baler. Now there are quite a few static balers, so that means you take the bale to it. This one, take the loose to it. So I will need to go pick up a forage wagon, but we're going to start with the very basics. Now this one here is a pottinger, and you'll see I already have some straw in it, so we might pull out a straw bale first, because there's 79% of straw. But quite simply, you attach the bale, you attach the baler, you lower and you turn it on, and you can have automatic drop on or off. I have put automatic drop on. Okay, that's interesting. It's pulled one out straight away. So it's detected the grass. This is a very good yield, so you can see we're picking up a lot of grass very fast. And you do need to stop so that it can unload, okay? And then start driving again. See, I even missed a bit there because I went a little bit too quickly. You do need to wait. Okay, there we go. So that's 3 bales there. They're grass. To get silage, it needs to be wrapped, and it needs to be needs time to ferment. So when you bale without a uni-wrapper, you need a wrapper. And this is one right here. This is base game. So balers, the one you saw was this one, the Impress 125F Pro. Really nice and simple, very basic, and there are plenty on here in base game. Then as far as Bale wrappers are concerned, the one you see is this very cheap 22,000, and you can change the colour of the foil. I like to add the Bale with Bale on end turner. If you are going to if you're on a map where the bales will roll, so on a hill, make sure you get the end turner. Just a quick tip. Again, this is so easy, so basic. All you need to do is drive up to the bale. You're going to unfold the Bale wrapper on your way, and you're going to turn on and automatic drop. Drive up, and it quite simply wraps for you. If you want to jump out of your car like this, out of the cab, and see it still working, what you need to do is make sure you have, let me just find it. Please bear with me. This is when it would be handy if I found it straight away, and I haven't. Apologies, everyone. Let me try and find what I'm looking for. Here we go. In game settings, stop automatic engine start off. So this will allow you to use the equipment and jump out, and it'll still keep going for you. And that's really essential for static balers. If you can't get your static baler to work, that will probably be the reason, because if you jump out of the cab, it will not work. Okay, and last but not least, this one here. Okay, we'll leave that to do its thing. Next option is a uni-wrap. This is the option for you to just do that process, but go up and down only once, because it's going to wrap on the back. That is the benefit of a uni-wrap. It's one one take wonder. Okay, so we're going to unfold the baler. Nice and simple. Lower, turn it on, and automatic drop on. I prefer automatic drop on, especially when it's a flat map. Now remember, this is not such a high yield, this bit, so that's why we're getting our first one. And also I think the bale is slightly larger, is it? So you can change some bale sizes. So this one you can, R1. If you click R1, you can change the bale size by clicking R3. So that is possible. So that, my friends, is the Uni-wrap. Nice, simple. You have to stop to let the bale out with the standard anyway, so why not? Now there is one type of bale where you don't need to stop to let the bales out, and that is a Hessen baler. Now a Hessen baler is one which produces square, or I should say rectangle bales. Now this one, they're traditionally, of course, much easier to handle. So if you're going to do hay or straw, I would really suggest you use a Hessen baler. The benefits are you don't need to stop. Just keep driving and they will just churn the bales out the end for you. But that's not what we're here to do today. We're here to do silage baling. But just a quick tip. Very, very good, quick, efficient way of doing hay and straw is with a baler like the one in front of you. And a way to know whether it is a Hessen baler, if you look at the bottom, you can see the dimensions of the bale itself. And you see in the picture it's rectangle. In this one it's circle, rectangle, rectangle, rectangle. Can you see? And right at the bottom, then we're going back to circle again. So that's the way to know what to do there. I'm going to cut some more grass and I will bring you back in with the self-propelled mower in just a moment. Okay, time to have some fun in this Vermeer. Very, very cool indeed. This is part of the Vermeer pack. It's a self-propelled baler, as I mentioned at the beginning. And quite simply, you just drive over the grass and it bales for you. So again, you lower, you turn on the baler and the automatic drop I like to have on. And you just drive nice and central to the swath. As you can see, picks it up beautifully. Nice 11 miles an hour. First one's coming out. You do need to stop. Let it come out. And Bob's your uncle. Again, you can change the bale size by clicking and holding R1 and pressing R3 if you would like less bales. If you've not got much storage, it's better to make bigger bales. Now as you can see, again, with this option you will need to wrap. So you still need a wrapper with this particular self-propelled option. I'm going to jump in and just wrap these because I don't want them going unwrapped. But again, if you want something a little bit different, a little bit fun, that is definitely something to try. The next one I'm going to try with you is the static baler by Goweil. There are a few. They have some seriously big gear, and here it is. Here. Now, this is also a static baler, by the way, where you can put it somewhere and you feed the bales in. And the one right here is one which you drive with you. It goes onto the front. This one goes on the front as well, on the back, I believe. Yes. So this is very simply like the one you are seeing me use now. This is one which goes onto the front on a 3-point linkage. These are static, so they will just, you feed the bale in and it will wrap static. They also have a normal and a Uni-wrapper. They call it the combi. And then you've got the master, which is what I'm going to demonstrate to you today. Two options in the master. one can do 2 bale sizes and the other one can just do the one. Now, you need a little bit of space for this option, and you need to make sure the engine stays on so that you can keep it operating. So I'm going to move to a spot where I've got plenty of space. And then we are going to fully unfold the baler. We're going to turn it on. Oh, sorry, it's not ready yet. It's quite impressive watching it unfold, actually. There we go. Now you're done. You turn it on. And next job is something a little bit different. I'm going to show you an even quicker way to manage this. If you get a automatic bale loader, I'm just going to show this to you now. There's a few in the mod hub. This one is part of the Pong pack, but there are others available, some very good mods available. This one is the cheapest that I know of, the 20-foot bale trailer. And if you buy that, you just need to make sure you select auto load. Make sure auto load is on. Do we have that option here? Trailer configure old, new, standard, auto load bales. There you go. So whenever you're buying a auto loader, just make sure you select auto load on. It's really, really, really important. The one I'm using is, oh, where are you? It's here. I believe I've got this one here. And you see auto load no, auto mode yes. So again, that's available on the mod hub. I'm going to drive this up next to our field, next to our baler. And very carefully, I don't want it too close because I don't want it to snatch the bale before it wraps. But we're going to, so transporting position, operating position. So click and hold L1 and try square. Remember to keep the engine running as well on that. Now, we need a forage wagon. To get forage wagons, you go to tools, and near the windrowers and balers is forage wagons. Plenty in the base game. The one I am using and demonstrating to you today is this one here, the class. It needs 220 horsepower to pull it, but it does hold 44,000 litres of loose grass, straw, hay, chaff, you name it. So it's a good one. And I've put a gorgeous fast track on the front of this to demonstrate. Alright, I'm just going to jump straight in. You lower by using circle, turn on the wagon by using square, and again, simply drive down the centre of the swath so that it picks it up nice and neatly. And this is another fun option for you. Now this is going to produce the bales for us. The static baler is a completely different option. It's something very different for you to try. If you don't want to use the Uni-wrapper or baler, you just want a bit of fun, or you want a quick operation. This is a really quick way of doing things, picking everything up. Mow, pick up with a forage wagon and put straight into the back of here. And I'm going to empty it now to show you. Okay, so we just reverse up to it, and you can see on the top left hand side it's already spotted that it's close by. Okay, reverse, 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 nice and careful, nice and careful. And I'm going to jump out quickly to show you. So the grass goes in. It goes up, can you see? And now it's being wrapped or compressed. It's made the bale, it's coming out. It's going to wrap. and the other one is being made as we speak. Can you see top left? There's a bale being made straight away. Automatic drop straight down. And now I just need to get this close enough to pick up the bale. There we go. Picked up. But it's a little buggy, so let's just unload that. Unload here, reset, operating position. Let me just get in a better position for the for this to pick up. Hopefully it's going to do another one. Operating position, there we go. Do we have one more coming out? Perfect. So, wrap. Did I turn that engine off? No, good. Cut it. Drop it. And straight up. So you can leave this running, put your grass in, leave this running, and it will just pop them up automatically onto this bale trailer, and then you can come and pick it up once it's ready. Really, really simple. And you can be going and picking up grass while this is baling for you. Nice. Quick, simple, fun and different. So there you have it. That is 4 different ways of how to make bales. Silage bales. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you found it useful. Comment below on what your favourite method is. And I look forward to hearing your thoughts on it. Until next time, bye for now.